Please welcome Pikeville Medical Center President and CEO, Donovan Blackburn.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. You know, I was thinking, listening to the program today, before that you can appreciate the day and appreciate what SOAR does, you have to really understand the history. And though we heard a lot of that today when we heard the Congressman Rogers stand up and speak, but I want to ad-lib a little bit to that. You know, before that I became CEO of Pikeville Medical Center, I was the city manager for the city of Pikeville for about 13 and a half years. And during that tenure, I got a call one day from the congressman that said, you know, we're thinking about this program, and we've got a group at the Department for Local Government that's going to meet. I would like for you to go down with Karen Kelly and represent Eastern Kentucky so that we have a voice. And what we really want to do is we want to create a catalyst, an opportunity to start talking about how Eastern Kentucky can be invested in itself and create opportunity. So I went down and I met with the cabinet there at DLG, and we had some really good discussion about what later became SOAR. So we fast forward and we talk about the blizzard that the congressman mentioned a moment ago. And during that blizzard, we, working for the city, I kind of assisted with the event. And as the event went on, at the very end of the event, the congressman came over and he said, Donovan, you know, we've got this movement now going, and I'd like for you to consider being the managing director for SOAR. And I said, well, Congressman, I have a job. And he said, well, I know, but it's not paid. And I said, well, okay. So I took the position, not paid, and it grew into what it is today. But the rest of it is it kind of paves the pathway where I am today. Is that there was a few partners that as I left, and they actually hired their first executive director, they decided at that point to go out and solicit corporate partners, like Pikeville Medical Center being the first one, which brought in revenue along with many grants to be able to pave the foundation and create the way that, as up to what SOAR has certainly become today. You know, I have, when you heard several of the projects that the congressman has been involved in, and that list goes way on. I know from the 13 and a half years I served in my previous capacity, I know a lot of the projects that Eastern Kentucky received due to the congressman's hard work. But it goes beyond that, it really does. And that when you look at Pikeville Medical Center, in my tenure of the last 5 years, we have built a heart and cancer center, we built a children's hospital, we have built the autism center, and I could go on and on and on, which has brought healthcare at a different level and a different standard to those in Eastern Kentucky. So we're very, very proud of that. And during my tenure over the last 20 years, I have really based a lot of my leadership on two really good pieces of advice. One, which Keith Casewell, my good friend, mentioned earlier, which was from the congressman. And again, a vision without funding is certainly a delusion. And then the second one came from Paul Patton, which was, you don't get if you don't ask, and if you get everything you asked for, you didn't ask for enough. So with that said, if the congressman's still out in the audience, I just want to let him know that we have applied for a couple of AML grants, and we have great vision still at Pikeville Medical Center. So anyway, with that said, it is my great honor tonight to present this next award, not only because of the type of award it is, just because of who I'm getting to present it to are dear friends of mine. So without further ado, this award recognizes an individual, group, or organization advocating for better health outcomes by addressing health disparities in Appalachia, Kentucky. Pharmacy is an innovative nutrition program made possible by the support of Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation and its partners at the Whitesburg Letcher County Farmers Market, Owsley County Farmers Market, and the Leatherwood Farmers Market in Perry County. Pharmacy provides increased access to local growth fruits and vegetables through prescription by physicians to fresh fruit and vegetables through the program's token system. Tokens are distributed weekly to purchase fresh fruit and vegetables. This supports good eating habits, addresses health disparities, and supports local farmers and producers. Community Agricultural Nutrition Enterprises, or CANE Kitchen, is a commercial kitchen established to provide new markets and increase the agricultural footprint in Letcher and surrounding counties. Housed in the former Whitesburg High School, the 9,000 square foot kitchen is leased to CANE Kitchen by MCHC, which provides the organization with a 20-year lease at $1 a year. A unique program within the organization is its work and its local farmers produce leftover produce from their local farmer market. This eliminates food waste and allows farmers to utilize the space to scale up the local food system and grow to help meet the demands of the regional and even national food systems. You can see that these two organizations are doing incredible work to impact their communities and improve the quality of life for those who reside there. It is my great honor to present the SOAR Health Communities Award to Pharmacy and CANE Kitchens.
Thank you. I'm humbled to be here today, humbled by the giants that we've seen march across before us and that will be marching across after us. I really don't have much to say because my friend Donovan has pretty well said everything and probably expanded on it a little bit like I would have anyway. I will say this, for all these planning and all the things that goes on, let me take a serious moment and take you back to July the 28th, 2022, when the good Lord gave us rain in abundance that we've never seen before. And in Letcher County, Knott County, Breathitt County, Perry County, we flooded. We didn't flood a little. We didn't see it rise like we do every year. We were absolutely covered up. Rivers that had never gotten up before got up. Land that had never seen a flood before was flooded under. Houses was swept away. I have to tell this one tale. Brandon's with me. I was showing him a picture in McRoberts of these two mobile homes swept off of their foundation. And Brandon says, I know those people. When they got in to rescue them, the man was bedridden and his wife was holding his head above the floodwaters to keep him from drowning. And that's what we had. And that's just an example of it. I say that half of my employees was rescuing people with using their kayaks and fishing boats and what they had to. The other half of my employees was being rescued by people in fishing boats and kayak and what have you. But the water got up. The water threatened the rest home. There's people in there that do not have the way to get out. They were brought out with boats. They were brought out on floats. They were brought out on backs. They were taken to CANE Kitchen, and that became the central point of the early rescue efforts. They received clothing. My board of directors gets a very nice jacket every year. My executive secretary guards those things like they're gold, and she absolutely hit the roof because there's not a one of them there, because somebody took every one of them and closed those people from the nursing home because they were in big clothes and everything else. Board of directors says the best present they ever got for Christmas. So CANE Kitchen stood there. They stood there as the immediate place for relief, and they continued to be there. 175,000 meals was given out to people affected by the flood, rescue workers, victims, those that wanted to help. It was there 7 days a week, and it would not have been there without my partners over here. Mr. Brandon Fleming was there day in, day out, making sure that flood victims and rescue workers were fed. There would not have been a cane, there would not have been a pharmacy program without Miss Valerie Horn here. In this life, it takes three things to be a success. You got to have a planner, you got to have a dreamer, and you got to have a doer. We're lucky to have all three in Miss Valerie Horn. And there's something else. She may think that I helped. I did. I put up some money, gave some space. You know, anybody could have done that. But let me tell you who really helped. And let me tell you who we really celebrate here today. We celebrate the good Lord for putting us there to be able to rescue and to help in the rescue of all these people. And that's who we should thank. And with that, thank you very much.